I'm going to start up some of these air conditioners down here in the basement. Got the 5200 BTU white Westinghouse with the LG Gold Star compressor and the A.O. Smith fan motor. There is another white Westinghouse that's a 5000 BTU and it has a GE fan motor and and just an LG compressor. It's not branded Gold Star like that one. And then there is the Emerson Quiet Cool from the 80s with the Matsushita compressor and the, I believe it's a Westinghouse fan motor. It looks very similar to the A.O. Smith fan motor in this one. Unfortunately, with the Emerson Quiet Cool, it has a bad bearing that chatters and it's kind of annoying, so that's why it's not being used. That was up in the living room for the first part of the, or not the living room, the dining room for the first part of the summer. But yeah, it's not exactly ideal to use it right now because of the noises it's making. So, gonna start these up. Here is the 5000 BTU Kenmore. This is made by Gold Star, and this was in the kitchen for most of the summer until I put that coolerator in there. And obviously this is smaller than the coolerator. This is only a 5000 BTU. The coolerator is a 7000 BTU. And I'll also go ahead and start up the Sharp that we fixed yesterday. We cleaned it out and oiled the fan motor. And I'll even start up the Whirlpool 6000 BTU with the Seeger reciprocating compressor. That's the one that was in the bedroom for the first part of the summer, the downstairs bedroom. Another reason I'm doing this video is, well, aside from the fact that I want to test these air conditioners out just for the fun of it, I also want to test out these different cameras that I have. If you're ever wondering what camera I use for most of my videos, this is the one right here. This is a JVC 1080p camcorder, AVC HD, 40 times optical zoom. This is a very nice camera. I like it. I've always liked this form factor of camcorder. It's comfortable to hold, and I got an aftermarket battery for it that's much bigger, so it lasts a long time. And I have a 128 gigabyte SD card in this thing, so it can record quite a bit. But I'm not going to be using that in this video. And the camera I'm recording with right now is a Sony DSC HX100V Cybershot that does 1080p 60 video recording. The primary focus is going to be on these three right here. This is my first camcorder that I got. This is a JVC Averio GZMS230, 16:9, but it's standard definition. It does have a light on it and stereo sound, so we'll be testing this one out. Let's see, it works fine. And right here is my Canon FS40, which is also a 16:9 camcorder, but it's also standard definition and has a video light. Both of these have built-in memory, and you can also put SD cards in them. So there's this one. It works. It has an automatic lens cover. And then this one. I have hardly used this camera since I got it. I think I got this in like 2012, just because I wanted it. This is a Samsung HMX-W300. It's full HD 1080p and it's waterproof. That was the main reason I got it, and shockproof, so you can drop the thing and it won't break. It's got stereo microphones. The quality isn't very good when it's dark with this camera, and it has a really bad rolling shutter effect when you move it fast, so you want to keep it as still as possible. But I'm going to test this out. It takes a micro SD card and it has a mini HDMI port, or I think that's actually micro HDMI, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. It just says micro SD. and it has a flip out USB plug on it, kind of similar to those flip video cameras that used to be really popular. And we'll start off with the Samsung. Here's the Sony camera that I was just using to record the video. I like this camera a lot. I think to start off, we'll do the Sharp 10,500 BTU. I have two of these, as you probably know. One of them is in the living room upstairs. Matsushita compressor, Samsung fan motor. And it's going to start in fan only because that's where I was running it. There's high, low. Only the fan is running at the moment. I can turn the temperature down and we'll start the compressor. And here we are with the standard definition JVC. And here's the 5200 BTU at Westinghouse. Compressor should start. We'll go to cool. It's always loud like that when it first starts. This unit is from 1994. Quieted down a little bit now. It will quiet down even more. Haven't run this unit in a long time, so that's why it sounds like that. Nice and cold already. And now you can hardly hear it. Very quiet compressor when it's running normally. And here we go with the Gold Star Kenmore. I'm going to, for this one, turn on the video light so you can see what a difference it makes. 2-speed fan. This one has an LG compressor, obviously, if it's made by Gold Star. So here is, let me turn it all the way to cool, and we'll start off on high. Low. Now I'm using the Canon FS40, and we're looking at the Whirlpool 6000 BTU from the 70s. This one has the reciprocating compressor, and this camera also has a video light, which isn't very bright, but it helps a little bit. So let me turn this on to, it's all the way on cold. Let's turn on night cool, which is low. medium, and high. This has a GE fan motor. Gonna let it run for a little while. And here we are still with the Canon FS40. This time we're starting up the newer white Westinghouse. And this one also has an LG compressor. Nice and quiet as you would expect with the WCI. And it sounds like there's something getting hit by the fan. Some wheel information. Very quiet unit. And I'll finish this video off with the Samsung camera again, and we'll do the Emerson Quiet Cool. So turn this one off. Alright, that one's off. And here is the Emerson Quiet Cool 6300 BTU. And I just saw a spider crawling away. I'll start off, put that all the way down to cool, and we'll start off on low. Fan motor's pretty quiet at first, but it gets louder after a while. But that compressor sounds great. You can probably hear that rumbling coming from the fan motor bearing. Medium and high. Rumbling seems to have stopped on high. I really want to find a new fan motor for this, or at least a new bearing that I can put in it, because I like this unit a lot. So yeah, that'll pretty much do it for this video. Thanks for watching.